Title: Cinderella's Dark Truth. You never saw in the heart of a bustling city, beneath the shimmering lights and the ceaseless rush, lived a girl named Ella. Her days were a blur of menial tasks and stifled dreams, her nights a retreat into solitude, where fantasies of a different life took hold. Ella worked tirelessly for her stepmother, a woman of sharp words and cold demeanor, and her stepsisters, whose laughter seemed to mock her aspirations. Yet, amidst the routine monotony, Ella harbored an unquenchable fire. A spark of rebellion simmered beneath her soft exterior, fueled by her love for sketching and creating designs she dreamed of one day turning into a fashion line that the world would marvel at. But these sketches, folded neatly and hidden away in an old shoebox, were more than just ideas. They were symbols of a life that had been denied to her, locked away behind the iron bars of obligation. One evening, as the city buzzed with excitement, an announcement came: a grand masquerade ball hosted by the young and elusive billionaire prince, Dominic Hawthorne. It was said that Dominic, who had recently returned from overseas, was seeking a partner, not just for the evening, but for life. The whispers of the city spoke of his charm and wealth, but to Ella, Dominic represented something much more profound: freedom. Her stepmother and stepsisters were giddy with anticipation, scheming about how they'd enchant Dominic and secure their place among the city's elite. But Ella's heart ached with longing, not for the prince, but for a chance to showcase her talent, to be recognized for the creativity she poured into her designs. With her family gone to indulge in luxury preparations, Ella knew this was her opportunity. As if summoned by her desperation, a visitor arrived that very night. She was an older woman, elegant and fierce, dressed in tailored black from head to toe. Her sharp eyes assessed Ella quickly, lingering on her calloused hands and the way she held her chin up, despite the weariness in her eyes. "I'm not here to grant wishes," the woman said with a smirk. "I'm here to make a deal." Ella, taken aback, listened as the woman introduced herself as Yvette Devereux, a legendary fashion designer known for her ruthless climb to the top. She spoke of a past friendship with Ella's mother and how she owed a debt that she could now repay. "I'll grant you one night," Yvette stated, her voice silky yet firm. "You'll have the finest dress, the most exquisite shoes, and a mask that'll make you unrecognizable. But remember this, Ella. Tonight, you're not here to play the damsel. You're there to show them who you really are." With a wave of Yvette's hand, Ella's simple rags transformed into a masterpiece of midnight blue fabric, a gown that shimmered like stars woven into silk. Her hair, once tangled and unruly, was styled into a sleek cascade, and a delicate silver mask adorned her face, accentuating the fierce gleam in her eyes. As a final touch, Yvette placed a small sketchbook into Ella's hands. "Go, sketch your dreams, speak your mind, and don't let anyone underestimate you." The ball was a whirlwind of decadence and opulence, filled with laughter and clinking glasses. But as soon as Ella stepped inside, all eyes turned to her. There was something magnetic about her presence, something that drew Dominic's gaze, even from across the room. When they finally met, Ella expected him to be like every other entitled heir she'd seen in tabloids, aloof, self-absorbed, but his eyes held a genuine curiosity, a spark that mirrored her own. They danced, their steps an effortless conversation, but it wasn't long before Dominic noticed the sketchbook in her hand. Not many people bring their dreams to a party like this, he murmured, a smile playing on his lips. I'm not like most people, Ella replied confidently, opening the book to reveal intricate designs. I'm here to show you what no one else dares to a vision for the future. Dominic's interest piqued as he flipped through the pages, each sketch more compelling than the last. He saw more than just fashion. He saw innovation, a narrative woven into every line and curve. They found a quiet corner, and for the next few hours, they spoke not of titles and wealth, but of art and ambition, of the hunger to leave a mark on the world. As the night deepened, a voice interrupted them, the shrill, angry voice of Ella's stepmother, who had recognized her despite the mask. Rage contorted the woman's face as she pulled Ella aside, threatening to expose her as nothing but a servant. But Ella, bolstered by Dominic's silent support, stood her ground. You don't control me anymore, she said, her voice steady and strong. I'm done hiding behind your lies. Her stepmother's fury erupted, but before she could spew more venom, Dominic intervened, stepping between them. Ella isn't the one who should be ashamed, he said coldly. If anything, you should be the one who's unmasked tonight. The confrontation drew the attention of the entire ballroom. In that moment, Ella knew she could shrink back or she could embrace her truth. Taking a deep breath, she raised her chin and announced, I am Ella, an artist, a designer, and a woman with a vision. And no one, not even you, will take that away from me. The room buzzed with murmurs, but Dominic took her hand, his gaze unwavering. Ella, if you're willing, I'd like to back your designs. Let's build this dream together. For the first time, Ella felt truly seen. With a triumphant smile, she turned to her stepmother and stepsisters, who now cowered in the shadows of their own deceit. You can keep your vanity and your cruelty. I have something far greater. As the clock struck midnight, Ella knew it was time to leave behind the past and step into a future of her own making. With Dominic beside her, she walked out of the ballroom, leaving behind not a glass slipper, but a legacy that would be spoken of for generations. A story not of luck or magic, but of courage and self-belief. Yet, amidst the mundane existence, there was a flicker of hope. Ella harbored a secret passion for photography, capturing fleeting moments that whispered tales of love and adventure. Her camera was her escape, a portal to a world where she wasn't confined to servitude, but free to weave stories with every click of the shutter. One fateful evening, a grand masquerade ball was announced, a celebration rumored to be attended by the city's elite. Ella's stepmother and stepsisters primped and preened, their excitement palpable. But Ella's heart beat with a different rhythm. She yearned to attend, to capture the essence of the night through her lens. Her camera had always been more than just a tool. It was her voice, her way of expressing the emotions she could never speak aloud. With every click, Ella painted stories of love, loss, and dreams that danced on the edges of possibility. To capture the masquerade ball, where masks concealed more than just faces, would be a testament to her talent. But she knew her stepmother would never allow her to attend. The night before the ball, when her stepmother and stepsisters were distracted with their preparations, Ella stood alone in her small, cluttered room. A single beam of moonlight illuminated her beloved camera resting on the windowsill. The yearning in her chest was a palpable ache. Could she truly sneak into the event? Could she seize this one night and show the world her artistry? "Perhaps I can help you," came a soft, lilting voice from behind her. Startled, Ella turned to find a woman standing in the shadows of her doorway. She was dressed in flowing midnight blue, a cloak draped around her shoulders that seemed to shimmer with every breath she took. Her eyes, a striking shade of violet, glinted with a mischievous light. Who are you?" Ella asked, her heart pounding. The woman stepped forward, her smile gentle, yet filled with purpose. "You can call me Mirasol. I'm here to give you a chance to show the world the true artist you are." Ella frowned, skepticism mingling with hope. "And why would you do that? What's in it for you?" Mirasol chuckled softly, brushing her fingers over the lens of Ella's camera. "Because I know what it's like to have talent stifled and dreams crushed. All I want in return is for you to make your mark, and of course, to never let anyone dim your light again." Ella's gaze hardened with determination. "I'll do whatever it takes." Mirasol's smile widened. With a flick of her wrist, she transformed Ella's simple attire into a stunning yet practical outfit, a dark, form-fitting ensemble that allowed for easy movement with pockets and straps to hold her camera equipment. She wore a sleek, silver mask, the edges adorned with intricate engravings. "Your stepmother and sisters won't recognize you," Mirasol explained. "And one more thing." She handed Ella a small, ornate box. "In here, you'll find something special lenses that can capture not only what's visible, but the very essence of people's emotions." Ella aceptó el box reverentemente. She felt a surge of gratitude mixed with an odd sense of familiarity. "Thank you, Mirasol. I won't waste this chance." Mirasol nodded. "But remember, at midnight, the lens's power will fade. Be gone before then, or you risk being caught." With her heart pounding like a drum, Ella slipped through the shadows of the city and made her way to the grand estate where the masquerade ball was held. The building was a glittering palace of light and music, its grandeur breathtaking. Guests arrived in opulent carriages, their laughter echoing through the night. None of them noticed the mysterious figure darting around the perimeter, blending seamlessly into the darkness. Once inside, Ella moved with practiced ease. The lenses worked their magic, capturing more than just the elaborate costumes and dazzling decor. They revealed the hidden stories behind each mask, the glimmers of envy, the sparks of hope, the shadows of heartbreak. The camera hummed in her hands, alive with the pulse of the night's emotions. She wandered through the ballroom, her lens drawn to a tall figure standing apart from the crowd. He wore a black suit and a silver mask, his stance commanding yet solitary. There was something about the way he watched the other guests, detached, as if searching for something he couldn't quite find. Ella's finger hesitated over the shutter. Who was he? And why did his presence stir something deep within her? Just then, he turned, and their eyes met across the room. Time seemed to slow as a jolt of recognition passed between them. For a heartbeat, Ella felt as if she were looking into a mirror, seeing her own loneliness and longing reflected back at her. The man, Dominic Hawthorne, the heir to the city's largest corporation, crossed the room with deliberate steps. Ella's breath caught in her throat. Had he recognized her, or was he drawn to her in some inexplicable way? "You're not like the others," he murmured when he reached her. His voice was low, almost reverent. Ella swallowed hard, keeping her gaze steady. "And what makes you think that?" He smiled, a sad, knowing smile. "Because you see people for who they truly are, not just the masks they wear." Before she could respond, a commotion erupted near the entrance. Ella's stepmother and stepsisters had arrived, their extravagant gowns demanding attention. But something was wrong. Her stepmother's gaze swept over the room with a ferocity that sent chills down Ella's spine. She was searching for someone, for her. Panic flared within Ella. She glanced at the clock. It was nearly midnight. "I have to go," she whispered, turning away. "Wait," Dominic called after her, but Ella was already moving, slipping through the crowd with the agility of a shadow. She fled through the hallways, her heart racing. Her stepmother's voice echoed in the distance, sharp with suspicion. Desperation propelled Ella forward. She had almost made it to the exit when a hand caught her wrist. "Ella," Dominic breathed, pulling her back. He looked at her, his gaze intense. "Don't run, not from me." Tears welled in her eyes as the lenses began to blur, their magic fading. "I have to. They'll destroy me if they find out who I am." "I won't let that happen," he vowed fiercely. "Whatever it is, we can face it together." But the clock struck 12, and with a sob, Ella tore free from his grasp. She bolted into the night, leaving behind only a single photograph, a snapshot of the moment their souls had recognized one another. Dominic stared after her, the photo clutched in his hand. He knew that finding her wouldn't be easy, but he also knew, without a doubt, that the girl who saw the truth behind every mask was worth any fight. In a stroke of unexpected kindness, her fairy godmother appeared, not in sparkles and glitter, but in the form of a grizzled old photographer who recognized Ella's talent. With a wink and a knowing smile, he bestowed upon her a mask of silver and a promise. "Tonight, you shall see the world through new eyes." Adorned in a gown borrowed from dreams, Ella stepped into the ballroom, her camera a silent witness to the spectacle unfolding before her. Amidst the swirl of dancers and the hum of whispered conversations, she caught sight of him, a mysterious figure cloaked in darkness, his eyes ablaze with a hidden fire. Their first encounter was fleeting, a stolen glance that left Ella breathless and wanting more. Through the night, she chased his image, capturing moments of unguarded passion and hidden desires. Their dance was a silent symphony, each frame a testament to the unspoken connection between them. As the clock struck midnight, reality shattered the illusion. Ella fled, her mask slipping from her grasp, leaving behind a trail of memories and unanswered questions. In the days that followed, she found solace in her photographs, each image a bittersweet reminder of a love she dared not name. But fate, relentless in its pursuit, brought them together once more. This time, without masks or pretense, they stood face to face. Ella, the girl behind the lens, and he, the enigmatic stranger who held her heart in his hands. Their love story unfolded against the backdrop of city lights and whispered promises. Together, they navigated the complexities of passion and fear, of longing and belonging. Ella descubrió el coraje para confrontar sus verdades más oscuras, para desafiar expectativas y labrar un camino de su propia creación. In the end, it wasn't a fairy godmother's spell or a stroke of luck that defined Ella's journey. It was her unwavering belief in the power of love, in the magic that exists within every captured moment. And as she held his hand, gazing into a future painted with possibilities, Ella knew that sometimes the greatest fairy tales are the ones we create for ourselves.
The Stories book is a captivating collection of tales that traverse diverse genres and emotions, spanning the realms of fantasy, science fiction, romance, and mystery. Each narrative is a journey into the unexpected, weaving intricate plots and compelling characters. With a skillful blend of vivid imagery and thought-provoking themes, this anthology invites readers to explore the depths of imagination and discover the universal threads that connect us all. From heartwarming moments to spine, we hope you enjoyed these captivating video stories. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming content like this. Thanks for watching, and keep spreading the video story.